So about a week before our anniversary, Nathan had been, you know, talking about marriage a lot, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is he gonna propose soon? Is he gonna propose on our anniversary? So I started really thinking about it, and I called my really close friend, Diego, and I called Diego and I said, Diego, do you have time to talk right now? And he's like, yeah, why, what's going on? And I said, oh my gosh, Diego, I said, I think Nathan's gonna propose, and I'm going on, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm freaking out right now, I'm nervous. And you know, he's like, no, I don't think so. And he's, you know, trying to throw me off, and I'm like, you know, you're right. Yeah, you're right. He's not gonna propose.
A couple of days before, or maybe a week or so before, Nathan had told me his plan, and he had said that he wanted to propose to Stacey at Disneyland. And he told me the date, the time, and who else was going to be involved. And he said he wanted the nieces and nephews to hold posters that read, was it Stacey, will you marry me, or will you marry me? I don't remember, but he explained what he wanted. So I was like, cool, you know. So he told me what word, because each niece and nephew had a specific word as far as in the sentence, will you marry me?
I asked my brother and my niece, my nephew, and I asked Stacey's sister and her brother-in-law Frank, you know, to get, you know, her nieces and my nephews all kind of gathered up so we can make it special, so that, you know, the next generation in our lives, our nieces and nephews, you know, they could say, you know, we were part of our auntie and our uncle's proposal, and just kind of a huge part of their life, you know, because they're still babies, and we want them to kind of be incorporated into little things in our lives, and you know, be able to look back at those moments that changed our lives, and they're just kind of oblivious to everything going on around them. And the day of our engagement, our actual 1-year anniversary, anything that could have happened happened. I mean, I guess Stacey's sister got stuck at the security gate because she had the posters, and they don't allow posters in Disneyland. And
I mean, I don't know, like the poster was like humongous, and it's like showing and all, like that was drama in itself, just the way the poster looked in the stroller, right? And they're like, oh, excuse me, ma'am, like you can't bring this, you know, the poster inside. And I'm like, oh, I said, no. I said, but it's for like a proposal. They're gonna do a proposal. And then they're like, oh, well, let me double check. So this guy comes out. Basically, I got a bunch of stories from different people. Because Nathan had actually called previously, and he got permission. He said, oh yeah, you know, go ahead, bring in the poster, blah blah blah. There's gonna be, you know, people there. They can take pictures too and stuff like that. So he thought of calling. He did. So then this guy comes out, and he's like, sorry, ma'am, you know, you can't bring posters in. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, sorry, sir, but I need to bring this poster in. And he's like, no, ma'am, it's policy. Like, you can't. You know, we don't allow any posters of any kind. And I'm like, okay, but, you know, and I was kind of like arguing, but trying not to be rude about it, because I'm like, well, that's not gonna help, you know? But I was like burning up inside, because I'm like, oh my God, this is wasting more time. So then he's like, no, you can't. And I'm like, oh my God. And I just started like, I couldn't hold it anymore. I was angry and like so like just overwhelmed. And I'm like, oh my God, but you don't understand. I'm totally gonna mess up this proposal, and it's important for them, and it was planned, and they called, and he's like, he still said no. Like, who says no to a girl that cries? Like, I was really crying. I wasn't like faking it so that he would let me in. Like, these were natural tears, man. Like, who does that? That's rude. It's Disneyland. It's supposed to be the happiest place on earth, right?
So we get to Disneyland, and Nathan is just on his phone, you know, the whole time driving, and he's never on his phone. So I was saying, Nathan, why are you on your phone? And he goes, oh, you know, it's just, you know, it's nothing. So I'm thinking, okay. And I tell him, okay, let's go to Disneyland first. And he goes, no, you know, let's go to California Adventure first. I want to get you, you know, a sweater and, you know, something that you've been wanting. And I'm like, no, but I had it all planned out. You know, I wanted to go to Disneyland. I wanted to do this and this and this, and then go to California Adventure. And he's like, no, you know, let's do this. And I'm like, oh, Nathan, I had it all planned out. And he's like, please, can we please go to California Adventure first? And I saw how like he really wanted to do that. And I'm like, no. And he's like, please, I have something planned. So I'm thinking, okay.
I kind of took her off into California Adventure just to kind of waste time and kind of just, you know, wait for everything to get set up. And my brother was already inside. I guess he kind of smuggled him in. And so I had this huge dilemma, and I was thinking, how are we gonna do it? You know, go to the customer service. I was, you know, trying to text and try to be, you know, nonchalant and suave about it so Stacey wouldn't catch on. But, you know, I was back and forth texting, and
we started to walk from California Adventure to Disneyland, and he's just on his phone, and I start to get upset. I'm thinking, Nathan, you know, it's our anniversary. I want to walk with you. I want to talk. I want to hold hands. You know, why are you on your phone? And he's like, oh, it's just something I have planned, you know. And
so I see everyone, but they're not ready. The posters aren't open yet, and it's just, my heart drops, and Stacey's kind of looking in that direction, but I still don't think she really caught what I was, you know, doing, because the posters weren't out yet. There was just like maybe 2 posters that were ready. And then I told her, hey, look behind you. Oh my God, look at this.
I'm like, no, let's go over here. What's going on over here? And when we start walking, you know, the kids turn around, they have their signs, and I'm just like, oh, wait a minute. Stacey, will you marry me? Wait a minute, I'm Stacey. This is for me. Oh my gosh, wait, that's my sister. Wait a minute, oh my God. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so taken back by it.
And as soon as she sees it, I feel her arm just tense. And I, you know, as soon as she does that, because I know she's kind of stunned, that's when, you know, I turn around, I get on my knee in front of the castle at Disneyland, and I say, will you marry me? And that moment, that question, that was, I mean, I was so scared and excited. My heart was racing. I had no idea what was gonna happen. And I still remember that she took one step back, and I was like, oh my God, she's gonna say no. Why is she gonna do this to me?
I'm just in shock. It's like everything just paused, and I'm just in so much shock. I can't believe this is actually happening, you know, to me. I have people all around me, and I just kind of like take a step back, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this really happening right now? Like, do I need to wake up? Is this really happening right now? And then I take another step back, and I see Nathan's face, and it almost looks like he's worried, and I'm like, wait, yes, I'll marry you, yes. But I was thinking yes before I actually said it, so I'm like, oh my God, yes.
And I mean, from that moment when she says yes, I just feel this rush of like just a cool breeze come over my body, and it's just, everything's perfect. Nothing could go wrong. You know, whatever did happen, happened, and it doesn't matter. This is where, you know, our lives are meant to be. My life has changed forever, and it's just, you know, the person that I absolutely love, that I want to be with, that I adore. I finally have, you know, my dream girl, and it couldn't have been more perfect in my eyes.
I kind of just stand there, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, he just proposed to me right now. This actually happened. I'm engaged with Nathan from high school. Holy crap, I'm engaged. And I just turn around and I see Nathan, and I just, oh my God. And I was just so ecstatic. I couldn't believe it. It actually happened, and I hugged him, and I was so happy. And I was just smiling. I couldn't stop smiling. My cheeks were hurting. I couldn't even smile for pictures anymore. We had people around just clapping. It was amazing. It was a really memorable day. I'll never forget it.